Please welcome the graduating class of 2022-2023. Please stand for the playing of the national anthem. Please be seated. The University of Maryland Land Acknowledgement. Every community owes its existence and strength to the generations before them around the world who contributed their hopes, dreams, and energy into making the history that led to this moment. Truth and acknowledgement are critical in building mutual respect and connections across all barriers of heritage and difference. So, we acknowledge the truth that is often buried. We are on the ancestral lands of the Piscataway people, who are the ancestral stewards of this sacred land. It is their historical responsibility to advocate for the four-legged, the winged, those that crawl, and those that swim. They remind us that clean air and pristine waterways are essential to all life. This land acknowledgement is vocal, a reminder for each of us as two-legged to ensure our physical environment is in better condition than what we inherited for the health and prosperity of future generations. Presiding over today's ceremony is Dr. Kimberly Griffin, Dean of the College of Education.
Good morning, graduates, guests of honor, College of Education faculty and staff, family and friends, and welcome to the College of Education's 2023 Spring Commencement Ceremony. Y'all can clap. It is a pleasure and an honor to celebrate this significant milestone with our Summer 2022, Winter 2022, and Spring 2023 graduates. I am so proud of the 146 students who have successfully completed the requirements for their bachelor's degrees. Today is the culmination of their hard work, perseverance, and commitment to the future of our society. Our graduating EdTerps have received a high-quality education from a world-class institution and are ready to use the skills, knowledge, and experience they've gained at Maryland to help create a more just and equitable society and tackle society's grandest challenges. They've been challenged to lead fearlessly in and out of the classroom. They've learned how to bring empathy and compassion to their work. They've championed equity and social justice. They've been prepared to be transformative and impactful educators, counselors, and psychologists. And now they are ready to have a real impact on the world. I'd like to take a moment to introduce you to some of these EdTerps who will change the world. Will Sydney Manning, Nayli Mendez, Lydia Snow, and Iris Yanez please stand if you're able? Stay standing. Sydney, Nayli, Lydia, and Iris have been recognized as Teachers of Promise. Awarded by Maryland State Department of Education, these EdTerps were selected for their high academic standing and strong potential to be outstanding teachers. Congratulations. You can be seated. I'd also like to recognize Haley Bone, Ara Brown, Grace LaQuatra, Yaki Palma, Atika Saeed, Philomena Stamagentna, Savannah Stewart, and Iris Yanez. Would you please stand if you're able? All right, y'all, these EdTerps are graduating with a 4.0 grade point average. Their names will be inscribed on the outstanding graduating senior plaque on display in the Dean's office. Congratulations, I'm so proud of you. You may be seated. And lastly, will Hari Kanan and Zachary McKay please stand if able? These EdTerps are the first cohort of students to complete our Terps Exceed program, an inclusive program that provides students with intellectual disabilities the opportunity to participate in a college experience for 2 years. Congratulations. You may be seated. We take pride in all of our graduates, every single EdTerp here today, and we are so pleased to celebrate their accomplishments. Now, I know that our graduates didn't reach this point alone. It truly takes a village. I'd like to recognize all of the faculty members, staff members, advisors, and loved ones who have continuously supported our graduates on their academic journey with a round of applause, please. Thank you. This is truly a joyous occasion for all of us. At this time, I'd like to introduce the platform party. Please stand as your name is called. Dr. William Ming Liu, Chair of the Department of Counseling, Higher Education, and Special Education. Dr. Laura Stapleton, Chair of the Department of Human Development and Quantitative Methodology. Dr. Nihat Polat, Chair of the Department of Teaching and Learning, Policy and Leadership. Dr. Patricia Alexander, Associate Dean for Faculty Affairs. Dr. Megan Madigan Piercy, Associate Dean for Undergraduate and Graduate Studies. Dr. Bridget Turner Kelly, Associate Professor of Counseling, Higher Education, and Special Education, and the college's Diversity Officer. I would also like to introduce faculty members, staff, and students who are playing major roles in our ceremony today. Mr. David Toledo, Grand Marshal and Chair of the College of Education Senate. Dr. Ebony Terrell Shockley, Executive Director of Educator Preparation and Commencement Narrator. Miss Alyssa Orlando, College of Education Peer Advisor and Undergraduate Announcer. And Miss Janice Cornell DeMoss and the staff of the Office of Student Services who coordinated today's commencement ceremony. Thank you so much. And finally, I'd like to recognize every College of Education faculty and staff member who volunteered their time to make sure today is memorable for our students and their guests. Would you please stand? Joining our celebration today is Ms. Barbara Friedlander, representing the College of Education Alumni Network.
On behalf of the College of Education alumni, we welcome you as new alumni. Your affiliation with the university will be a lifelong relationship. Once a Terp, always a Terp. We value that relationship, and we hope that you will too. We want to encourage you to become active education alumni as you continue along in your career. Take advantage of the activities, the free mentoring, the free professional development that we offer all year long. Enjoy your ongoing involvement with the university and the College of Education. Come to all future events and join us. Congratulations on this wonderful achievement.
Thank you, Ms. Friedlander, for your words and for all of your commitment and service to the university. And now I would like to introduce our College of Education commencement speaker, Dr. Ellen Gaske. Dr. Gasky is Senior Vice President, Academics for Specialized Education Services Incorporated, or SESI, a catapult learning company where she is responsible for the coordination and implementation of academic programming in all SESI schools. In this role, Dr. Gasky coordinates the efforts of the assessment, curriculum, and instruction team to oversee each academic region. Dr. Gasky began her special education teaching career working for the Howard County Public School System, where she worked as a special education teacher, research teacher for the Office of Special Education, and later as a supervisor of special education for grades K through 12. Over the course of 40 years in the field of special education, Dr. Gasky has conducted extensive training in reading for general and special education teachers. She has also taught courses for Johns Hopkins University in the areas of reading and written language disorders. Dr. Gasky received her undergraduate degree right here from the University of Maryland with dual certification in special and general education, followed by a master's degree in communicative disorders from the Johns Hopkins University. She also received her doctorate of education degree in special education with an emphasis on learning disabilities in 1991 from Johns Hopkins University. A member of a number of professional organizations, Dr. Gasky also served as a board member for the Maryland Association of Non-Public Special Education Facilities for 4 years. Dr. Gasky currently serves on the University of Maryland College Park Foundation Board and the College of Education Board of Visitors. Dr. Gasky.
Thank you, Dr. Griffin, for that very kind introduction. I'd like to welcome all of our graduates, all of the faculty here today, proud parents. I'm truly honored and humbled to have an opportunity to honor this year's undergraduate students, along with our first inaugural TERP Succeed grads, on such an important day in your lives. I have spent, as you heard Dr. Griffin say, I have spent my entire career in special education. My journey began here at the university in 1975, when I graduated with a dual degree in special education and general education. 48 years ago, I would never have imagined I would be standing here speaking with you today. Looking back, I fondly recall many classes at the Benjamin Building, no air conditioning, no laptops, no cell phones. Somehow we survived. With the teacher shortages that you know we face today, 1975 was a very different matter. There were too many students in the College of Education, special education in particular. There was not enough capacity for the university to maintain all of us through a degree program. Therefore, after sophomore year, we had to apply and interview to earn one of the 90 coveted spaces. As you can probably guess, I was fortunate enough to get through that process, and since then, I have never looked back. I've dedicated my career to special education, and coincidentally, 1975 was also the first year of the passage of IDEA, the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act. I was one of the first graduates of the University of Maryland to actually write an IEP. My trajectory in special education took me from special education teacher for Howard County to resource teacher to the Office of Special Education to the non-public world of private separate day programs, which I serve today. I have truly seen it all. Shifts from pull-out resource rooms to full inclusion, whole language to structured language approaches, invented spelling to rules-based instruction. I experienced the Regular Education Initiative in the 1980s, No Child Left Behind in the 1990s, Common Core State Standards in the early 2000s, and more recently, Every Student Succeeds Act in 2015. All of these experiences have shaped my educational philosophy today. All of you, as 2023 graduates of the University of Maryland, have no doubt been affected by some, certainly not all, of the aforementioned policies. No question, in the years to come, new initiatives and policies will impact your work. It will be fascinating to see your influence on those policies in the years to come. You've also been influenced and affected by world events. You've had to be part of a worldwide pandemic that interrupted your school and your personal lives. You've had to be resilient and resourceful to adapt to the grand challenge of attending school remotely, classes on Zoom, and separation from your classmates and having an opportunity to work together on important projects. I believe such adversity makes us stronger and better prepared for future challenges. Every generation is both cursed and blessed by events out of our control. The greatest generation by World War II and the Depression, my generation by Vietnam and civil unrest, and yes, in the early 1970s, we actually had the National Guard on campus with curfews complete with tear gas on Route 1. That also made us strong, resilient, purposeful, and driven as well. Here at the University of Maryland, you have been the beneficiaries of a College of Education strategic plan, a plan that values impact, excellence, diversity and inclusion, innovation, social justice, collaboration, and community. You would not be here today if you were not, in your hearts, passionate, intelligent, and dedicated individuals who want to make a difference for all the students you have the privilege to teach. I'm keenly aware of the dedication of this university to the grand challenges of our time. In the words of Dr. Jennifer King Rice, there is no grander challenge than ensuring that every child has access to high-quality education. That starts with access to high-quality and diverse educators. You are models of that grand challenge. In my role working with programs serving our most challenging students, there are most definitely some grand challenges that you will face as you move forward in your careers. First, and most important in my opinion, there is a mental health crisis affecting our children across the nation. This is profound and pervasive to a degree that I have never experienced in all of my years in special education. Second, sadly, literacy skills of so many of our children remain a significant roadblock to their future success as students and members of society. Each and every one of you, as educators, will face these grand challenges in the classroom. That said, you have learned a great deal through your time in the College of Education, but you have also learned how to investigate, to research, and apply that knowledge to practice. One example is the Maryland Initiative for Literacy and Equity, known as MILE, a grand challenge expertly led by Dr. Bolger here at the university. This work is essential to solving the literacy gap, not only in Maryland, but across the nation as well. Follow the research. One piece of advice I have for you is to make it a goal to subscribe to a professional organization and make a habit of reading the professional research journals. That knowledge will inform you and help you to make decisions about what is right for the students you serve. Take advantage of training, other courses, mentorship opportunities. Also, buy and keep a journal, especially this first year. What went well? What would you want to change? And set a plan for improving each year. Over time, you will amass quite a repertoire of knowledge and skills to use in your work. In the words of Carl Jung, your vision will come clear only when you can look into your own heart. Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakes. Self-reflection is critical to your future success as educators. Finally, learn as much as you can about developing a growth mindset in your students. There is no greater tool in a teacher's toolbox to help students develop the grit and resilience they often lack. In the words of one of my favorite educators, Rita Pearson, every kid needs a champion. In many cases, you will be the only one that stands between failure and success for your students. Be the champion the University of Maryland School of Education has empowered you to be. You have no idea how much we each of you, today more than ever. Thank you for choosing this path in life, and God bless you on your journey.
Thank you, Dr. Gasky. Now it's my pleasure to present our Spring 2023 undergraduate student speaker, Mr. Saxon Brown. Mr. Brown graduates today with a double degree in secondary education and English language and literature. This past year, he completed his student teaching experience at High Point High School and Samuel Ogle Middle School, teaching English language arts. Additionally, he's an undergraduate senator in the College of Education Senate, a member of the Kappa Delta Pi Education Honor Society, and represents the College of Education in the University Senate. Through the English department, he's interned as an undergraduate teaching assistant and serves as president of Sigma Tau Delta, the English Honor Society. We're ready for you, Saxon.
During one of my more riveting lessons on subordinating conjunctions, one of my students asked me the question, the one question nearly every teacher faces: when are we ever going to need to know this? And I admit, I initially rolled my eyes because it's a bit cliche. But when I really stopped to think about it, I realized it's an essential question for teachers to consider. After all, most of what students learn in the classroom, they don't need to know to have happy, successful lives. So what's the point of the time we have with our students? What's the point of our job? When you think about your favorite teacher of all time, what do you remember? Do you remember how they taught you how to solve for X, or their objective summary of the Peloponnesian War? Or do you remember the way they made you feel, how they took an interest in you, how they made you feel seen and heard? And that's what teaching's all about, not cramming students' heads with information, but those seemingly inadvertent lessons that collaterally affect their lives. Sure, teaching is about following the curriculum, addressing the standards, and meeting the objectives, but being a teacher is so much more. It's about fostering innovative ideas, delivering inspiring messages, and creating life-changing experiences that remain with students long after they leave our classrooms. At its core, our job is about teaching students something no textbooks ever could: who they are. Because it's the confident and brave and perceptive students who are best equipped to interact with our world. Indeed, an education's not about helping students find the answers, but rather encouraging them to ask better questions. My favorite English professor said, "Life isn't Jeopardy. Jeopardy is a game of answers, but life is a game of questions." And science and history and math and English and art and music and PE, those are merely the tools with which we teachers help our students to better investigate the pertinent issues of our time. So the next time you're teaching the states of matter, or how to play the recorder, or even, heaven forbid, subordinating conjunctions, and that one student asks that one question, what will you say? Thank you.
Well done, and thank you, Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown is joined today by his family and friends. Will Mr. Brown's loved ones please stand or wave and be recognized? I think they're right down here. Congratulations to all of you as well.
At this time, we will recognize our 2022-2023 graduates. Will those receiving a baccalaureate degree from the Department of Counseling, Higher Education, and Special Education please rise? Dr. William Ming Liu, Chair of the Department, will present the bachelor's degree and certificate recipients.
Dean Griffin, in accordance with the recommendations of the faculty of the Department of Counseling, Higher Education, and Special Education, I present to you those students who have successfully completed all graduation requirements and are recipients of the baccalaureate degree and certificate.
Dr. Liu, I acknowledge the recommendations of the faculty, and I am pleased to extend congratulations to each graduate upon completion of the baccalaureate degree and certificate requirements.
Bachelor's degree and certificate candidates from the Departments of Counseling, Higher Education, and Special Education, please proceed to the platform at this time. Ms. Alyssa Orlando, peer advisor, will introduce the graduates.
Program of Special Education, Myrna Bonilla. Emma Norick, summa cum laude. Sophia Waltz, cum laude. Diana Brown. Sarah Lombardo. Nayeli Mendez, teacher of promise. Array Noni Brown, summa cum laude. Sarah Solindar, cum laude. Bao Kim Nguyen. Program of Terps Exceed, Hari Kanan. Zachary McKay.
Thank you. Will those receiving a baccalaureate degree from the Department of Human Development and Quantitative Methodology please rise? Dr. Laurel Stapleton, Chair of the Department, will present the bachelor's degree recipients.
Dean Griffin, in accordance with the recommendations of the faculty of the Department of Human Development and Quantitative Methodology, I present to you those students who have successfully completed all graduation requirements and are recipients of the baccalaureate degree.
Dr. Stapleton, I acknowledge the recommendations of the faculty, and I am pleased to extend congratulations to each graduate upon completion of baccalaureate degree requirements.
The baccalaureate candidates from the Department of Human Development and Quantitative Methodology will please proceed to the platform at this time.
Program of Early Childhood Special Education, Claire Nelson. Leslie Castro Lopez. Jacqueline Velasquez. Madison Marie Harris. Cassandra Rose O'Neill. Elizabeth Drake, cum laude. Lydia Snow, cum laude, teacher of promise. Ana Henriquez. Christine Watay. Gabriela Benavides. Maria Villacorta Otarla, cum laude, Kappa Delta Pi. Kira McLeod. Leilani Alvarenga, Kappa Delta Pi. Alyssa Maloney. Lucy Fulton. Rachel Stolberger, cum laude. Allison Rogers. Amanda Drake. Rachel O, cum laude. Faith Kim. Emma Bacabello. Brittany Souders. Catherine Irving. Rebecca Grimes. Lillian Algier. Madeline Bunky. Megan Barrett. Shelby Lamb, Kappa Delta Pi. Program of Human Development. Regina Familiar Avalos, cum laude. Jenny Kim. Sean Klein. Colby Fong. Raya Cleef. Jessica Hinkle. Joseph Puig. Karis Owens. Ricardo Calvo, magna cum laude. Heidi Barkis. Amanda Ernst. Carla Vasquez. Yen Zhang. Anne Vu. Ayushi Sakar. Iceland Istvan. Miriam Wahlberg. Megan Longo, cum laude. Kayla McBean.
Thank you. Will those receiving a baccalaureate degree from the Department of Teaching and Learning, Policy and Leadership please rise? Dr. Nihat Polat, Chair of the Department, will present the bachelor's degree recipients.
Dean Griffin, in accordance with the recommendations of the faculty of the Department of Teaching and Learning, Policy and Leadership, I present to you those students who have successfully completed all graduation requirements and are recipients of the baccalaureate degree.
Dr. Polat, I acknowledge the recommendations of the faculty, and I am pleased to extend congratulations to each graduate upon completion of the baccalaureate degree requirements.
The baccalaureate candidates from the Department of Teaching and Learning, Policy and Leadership will please proceed to the platform at this time.
Program of Elementary Education, D.T. Shaw. Cara Tellier, cum laude. Marissa Lizarzaburu. Leslie Velez. Diana Duran. Catherine Ventura. Selena Owens. Emily Carrera, cum laude. Abigail Toro, cum laude. Catherine Dickel. Lauren Taylor. Katie Wu. Daniel Yum, cum laude. Matthew Green. Jordan Kearney. Marichal Galang. Zumzum Salhan. Yaki Palma, summa cum laude. Amanda Williams, Kappa Delta Pi. Iris Yanes, summa cum laude, Teacher of Promise.
And the last name's Boone.
Haley Boone, summa cum laude, Kappa Delta Pi.
Sorry, I don't have my card.
Kennedy Essex. Adedamala Babajide, Kappa Delta Pi. Haley Vezaga. Claire Autry. Marina Haidar. Rachel Silberg. Julia Mancini. Jordan Pankin. Michael Miller.
Weinstein.
Alexis Weinstein, cum laude. Lydia Fitzpatrick, cum laude. Grace LaQuatra, summa cum laude. Catherine Anderson. Monique Maxwell. Sophia Morelli. Madison Jurek, cum laude, Kappa Delta Pi. Lily Cluckhoon, Kappa Delta Pi. Brianna Hawkins. Renee Kinsler, cum laude, Kappa Delta Pi. Holly Hennessy, cum laude. Haley Wexler. Helen Spellberg, cum laude. Savannah Stewart, summa cum laude. Valerie Fortescue. Madison Dorsey, cum laude. Julia Mavrikis, cum laude. Margaret Ellington, cum laude. Sydney Strong, cum laude. Ayla Dawsey. Dina Camille. Sydney Barksdale. Hannah Cho. Shansen Chen. Man Singh. Program of Middle School Mathematics and Science, Jacqueline Flom. Atika Saeed, summa cum laude. Caroline O'Connor. Evie Hong. Jaja U. London Jenkins.
Saxon Brown.
Program of Secondary Education, Saxon Brown, summa cum laude, Kappa Delta Pi. Daniel Williams. Dean Pryor. Christopher Roberts.
This me, and then this is her.
Yeah, I don't have a card.
Yeah.
Layla Hernandez. Brett Renfrew. Sydney Manning, cum laude, Teacher of Promise. Rachel Termini, Kappa Delta Pi. Samuel Jimenez. Elena Jimenez. Priscilla Barrera. Julia Cates. Kylie Poynott. Sarah Beitler. Franco Polar. Rufina Aria Rowland. David Delgado Muriel. Marcella Finelli, cum laude. Aisha Shuzad. Carol Briggs.
Please join me in congratulating all of the 2022-2023 graduates. All right, one more again. Come on, one more. All right, everybody. You may be seated. Now, I am very, very, very aware that I am the last thing standing between all of you and the end of this wonderful ceremony. And I don't want to delay the hugs or the celebrations any longer than absolutely necessary, so I promise I will keep my comments very brief. But I could not let this tremendous moment pass without saying my own words of congratulations and wishing you all well as you take the next steps in your respective journeys. Graduations are important moments. They are not only celebrations of all you've accomplished, and believe me, you have all given us so much to celebrate. They also are opportunities for us to speak life into our hopes and our dreams, not only for all of you, but also for our collective future. I know I speak for our whole EdTerps community when I say that we have treasured the opportunity to work and learn with each of you each and every day. Your brilliance, your engagement, and your commitment to leaving the world better than you found it, these qualities inspire us. Trust yourselves. Trust your knowing. You are prepared. You are ready to transform our schools and our society as educators, counselors, scholars, policymakers, and leaders. Truly know the importance of your presence and your commitment to this journey. The work you do each day has the capacity to change lives. You'll be on the front lines of efforts to meet all students' needs and close equity gaps in societal outcomes. You will develop and lead initiatives that create safer and more inclusive learning environments, allowing all to thrive. And you will guide us as we resist existential threats to our planet and to our democracy. Indeed, the work you've been prepared to do will transform lives and communities. The work you've been prepared to do will change the world. And graduates, remember that your impact is exponential. Our college is unique in that it touches every person, every discipline, and every profession. As future teachers, school leaders, counselors, and researchers, your presence will be felt for generations. Never forget that you are catalysts. Your work, your thinking, your care, your compassion, and your commitment are critical to solving the grandest challenges of our time and advancing towards a more just future. Choosing a career, especially one related to education, takes more than one yes. You have to say yes lots of times. You have to say yes every day. And I am so proud of every time that you've said yes, for every yes that brought you to this moment. We've seen you try, fail, and keep trying. We've seen your hard work. We've watched you grow stronger. Your presence in this room today is living proof that you can indeed do hard things. And as we all know, there are still hard tasks to accomplish, hills to climb, and tough days to get through. But as you leave us today, I hope you carry the knowledge, strength, and spirit with you that helps you continue to say yes. Not just one more time, but every day. And if you need some help finding your way to yes, know that we're here to remind you of your passion, of your purpose, and just how enough you already are. So congratulations, everyone. We are all so very proud of you and in all that you are becoming. Do well, be well, and live well. Thank you very much. So before we conclude today's ceremony, I would like to ask the student speaker, Mr. Saxon Brown, to lead the members of the graduating class in a symbolic tradition to commemorate this special day.
Will the 2022-2023 graduates please rise? I didn't know I was doing this, so we're going to do this together. On the count of three, we're going to move our tassels from right to left. 1, 2, 3.
Please rise and remain standing for the recessional until the platform party and faculty have left the platform.